Our church is at war.
Hey! This week on At the Movies, Tom Hanks in the follow-up to The Da Vinci Code. It's Ron Howard's Angels and Demons.
Why did you come out here?
Because I love you.
Steve Zahn stalks Jennifer Aniston in Management.
This is dangerous.
I think a little real danger might suit me.
Oscar winners Adrian Brody and Rachel Weisz team up with Mark Ruffalo for one last con in The Brothers Bloom.
Where is my daughter?
Has something happened to her?
I kidnapped her.
Plus, from the hit show The Mentalist, Simon Baker tries to solve a different kind of crime in Not Forgotten.
That's Illuminati. The Illuminati were a secret society dedicated to scientific truth. The Catholic Church ordered a brutal massacre to silence them forever. They've come for their revenge.
Tom Hanks goes on a quest to protect the Vatican. I'm Ben Lyons from E! Entertainment.
And I'm Ben Mankiewicz from Turner Classic Movies. Robert Langdon, that's Tom Hanks' character in our first movie, Angels and Demons, has got to be the only symbologist, real or fictional, who cheats death more than James Bond. This is a guy who writes scholarly work on the meaning of ancient symbols and numbers, yet he's surrounded by murder as if he's Angela Lansbury. In this successor to the commercially successful but significantly flawed The Da Vinci Code, Hanks again finds himself thrust into a conflict involving the Catholic Church. But this time, the Church wants Hanks' help. After the Pope's death, a group calling itself the Illuminati begins kidnapping and killing cardinals and threatens to detonate a bomb that would blow up the Vatican. As with the Da Vinci Code, this film does not move forward without first explaining why Langdon is doing what he's about to do.
The Illuminati were infiltrators. There wasn't a powerful organization on Earth they didn't penetrate, including the Vatican, by hiding in plain sight. Let angels guide thee on thy lofty quest. This is the first marker.
Hanks and co-star Ayelet Zur use his expertise in ancient symbols to try to find the bomb and the kidnapped cardinals before they're killed. It just feels like one implausible catastrophe after another. And rather than building tension, that repetition fails to make one moment distinguishable from another.
Camerlengo is in danger.
Langdon is helped by the former Pope's aide, played by Ewan McGregor, but we're left to wonder who in the Vatican can really be trusted. And also, will Ron Howard continue to make movies about a character who comes alive on the page but sputters on the big screen? Skip Angels and Demons.
Ben, you mentioned the significantly flawed Da Vinci Code, and I think you might agree that this is a little bit better than that film.
It's close.
Okay, close enough. But, you know, it's a film that, like the Da Vinci Code, requires a lot of the audience. It asks you to be familiar with the books from Dan Brown. It asks you to be familiar with Catholic lore. And if you're not, you're going to feel like you're not involved in the story. And every time it leaves you out. And every time that Tom Hanks tries to check in with you and explain to you what's going on, it distracts you from the flow of the movie. The movie has nice pacing, it moves forward, but it stops at these almost checkpoints where it has to describe the action instead of allowing you to be absorbed by it.
I just don't find Hanks credible in this, and I don't think it's Hanks' fault. I think it's the fact that this book simply does not translate well to the screen. You mentioned his checkpoints. I think that's a good way to put it. The books are much more developed in describing the Catholic lore and in describing the path that Langdon is trying to follow. Here, it has to be done through dialogue.
I almost wish that Ron Howard would not try and compete with the other big summer movies that are out there and painting this huge canvas to tell this story. I almost wish he would have scaled it down in a lot of the ways, visually at least, because I found some of it to be really unnecessary. And of course, the ending is just ridiculous. I think it's the best word to describe it. It's completely implausible.
I thought the ending was not only implausible, but it also has a series of twists, one after the other.
It doesn't need that.
Nope.
It has one twist, and you think it's over, and then it goes on 10 minutes, and then it goes on 10 minutes, and the next thing you know, you're trying to get out of it.
And you see the twist coming, so it's not only implausible, but it's also telegraphed.
This is not a good movie. I'm going to have to say skip Angels and Demons. Our next movie, Management, stars Jennifer Aniston as Sue, a Baltimore saleswoman buying and selling the tacky and often overlooked art pieces that hang in hotels across the country. While spending the night in a seedy Arizona motel, she has an odd encounter with the motel's manager, Mike, played by Steve Zahn.
You have a great butt. I noticed the moment you checked in and
Do you do this a lot, Mike?
No.
Sometimes?
Very rarely.
Does it ever work?
Never.
They have what she thinks is a one-night stand, but Mike thinks it's much more than that. So he decides to travel across the country to find her.
Why are you here?
I called twice. Did you get the messages? Or...
Sue knows that they aren't right for each other, and while she keeps reminding him of this, he refuses to accept it. When she tells him that she's moving to be with her old boyfriend, a grungy has-been rocker played by Woody Harrelson, Zahn becomes even more persistent.
Who is that?
It's me, Mike!
Mike?
No!
What are you doing? Mike, come here! Mike! Ah! Stop with the BB! I know him!
What's going on?
How a first-time skydiver perfectly sticks a landing in the backyard pool of a house he has never seen or visited before, I will never understand. Nor do I understand the appeal of the film. Zahn is essentially stalking Aniston, and it's really just downright creepy. Management is uninspired, and so is I. You can skip it.
I want to give this movie 2 reviews, Ben. I didn't feel exactly as you did, because the fact of the matter is, in that first half, he's this oddball character, but I see an appeal to him, and I sense, okay, there's a loneliness in her, and something is going on with her that I'm interested in knowing more about, and I liked seeing this romance develop, and I laughed a couple of times, and I was sort of intrigued. And then all of a sudden, the movie takes a turn when Woody Harrelson, who normally I like, shows up and we get that puzzling scene.
It's not his fault that the movie takes a turn for the worse. It just kind of switches gears in a way that doesn't match with the first half of the movie, is what you're saying.
Yeah, when you mentioned he parachutes into the pool, and there's the stalking outside the house with Steve Zahn and his friend, and all of a sudden, a different movie has started, a movie that I didn't like at all, and in fact, it develops in such a way that I stopped caring to learn more about Aniston, and by the way, we never did learn more about Aniston.
No, we never did. No. It's a smaller movie in the first half about 2 people finding each other and the strange things that happen during the courtship process in all relationships. And then it just spirals out of control into an over-the-top slapstick kind of movie. And it doesn't need to be that.
The first half there, I'd give a B+ to. The second half, I'd give an F to. And that's obviously a big problem. I like both these actors. I like Jennifer Aniston when she's in small roles, the good girl.
Or even in a big commercial movie like Marley and Me, which we saw last winter. She's been in these kind of romantic movies a lot recently, and this one is definitely not as good as those other ones.
Yeah, ultimately, the second half completely undermined the first half. I'm going to have to say to skip management. Coming up next, Adrian Brody, Rachel Weisz, and Mark Ruffalo pull a big con in The Brothers Bloom.
And later, Simon Baker tries to save his kidnapped daughter in Not Forgotten.
She's not here!
Yeah, looks like we're going to be the first to buy new Raisin Bran Extra.
I'm surprised nobody else is here for the big debut of the almonds.
Oh, guys, I can see it. They're setting it up right now.
Is it true? Is there really going to be cranberries?
Yep, I can see the boxes, and there's definitely yogurty clusters in there, too.
I think this is a 24-hour store.
Introducing new Kellogg's Raisin Bran Extra. With cranberries, almonds, and yogurty clusters, it's Raisin Bran with so much extra.
Raisin Bran Extra. It's a mouthful of awesome.
Need contact lenses? Enjoy the convenience of 1-800-CONTACTS. We deliver the exact same brands your doctor sells right to your door for less. Call or log on. 1-800-CONTACTS. We deliver. You save.
Hey, buddy.
Dad.
Hey, hon, did you know there's a full serving of...
There's a full serving of vegetables in every bowl of Chef Boyardee. It's obviously delicious, secretly nutritious.
I'm Bob Lamphere, and we're clearing out the showroom at Beaverton Motorcycles. I want to help you bring home a Honda, Yamaha, or Suzuki motorcycle, scooter, ATV, or watercraft. Choose from over 2,000 new and pre-owned units with easy financing available. Want to be styling on the street, in the dirt, and on the water? See our huge accessory department. Grab life by the throttle at Beaverton Motorcycles on Highway 217 across from Washington Square.
Time's running out on your chance to save big and get 2 great services for the price of 1. Call now and get Comcast Digital Voice Local with More and blazing fast high-speed internet for just $42.95 a month for 12 months. That's 12 popular calling features and unlimited local calling, along with internet download speeds up to 15 megabits per second with Power Boost. It's like getting 2 great services for the price of 1 for an entire year. Hurry, call 1-800-COMCAST today.
We're taking a steamer at noon tomorrow off the docks.
It's like an adventure story.
What's the con?
We go to St. Petersburg. We our guys in a phony setup who then double-cross us and kill us all. She drives off on the run from imaginary Russians. And we keep her money.
How much?
$2.5 million.
You're a genius, Stephen.
I want to confess before our next film, I love just about all con man movies. And our next film, The Brothers Bloom, with Mark Ruffalo, Adrian Brody, and Rachel Weisz, takes us through one elaborate con. Here, for the grifters, Ruffalo and Brody, their mark is Weisz, a directionless, wealthy heiress. She's unusual, but she's provocative and eager to participate in the brothers' shady games.
So as long as she doesn't do anything suspicious, she's fine.
Naturally, Brody falls for Weisz, and that's easy to see why. Not only is she beautiful, but she has a vitality, an exuberance we feel in every scene. As a wealthy heiress, she has neither a job nor any particular interests. Rather, in a perfect combination of clever writing and deft performance, Weisz says she collects other people's hobbies.
I see someone doing something I like, and I get books, and I learn how to do it.
Anything interesting?
Not really.
Lately, too many films, like Angels and Demons, seem intent on delivering one final twist you never see coming. Here, though, it's a movie about con men, so it's safe to assume nothing can be trusted. Thus, the multi-layered conclusion works, and we're left with writer-director Rian Johnson's clever, impressively shot film with outstanding work from the three leading actors. Brothers Bloom is in limited release this weekend, goes wider May 29th. See it.
Ben, look, from the start of the film, I really like the style of the movie. That starts off when the Brothers Bloom are little boys working on their first con. It's got a quick pace to it and a fun sense of humor. But ultimately, after I saw the film, I thought there really wasn't much substance there. It was almost too much style and too many loopholes and problems that after the fact I could pick apart.
I think there was style and substance here. First of all, with con men movies involving big cons, if you're going to spend a lot of time afterwards, it might make your head explode. I thought it held together, so I thought we had a nice blend of style and substance. But real quick, the style, by the terrific, shot in wonderful locations all over the world.
Montenegro to New Jersey to Prague to all over the world. And you didn't mention her in the review, but Rinko Kikuchi does a nice job playing Bang Bang, the explosive expert. But she doesn't speak throughout the movie, and at first that's kind of funny in her character, but towards the end it becomes, I think, a little distracting and laborious a little bit.
No, I thought she really added something. I liked her. I liked everything about this movie, and I did think it held together. I like the idea that the cons are crafted by Mark Ruffalo, the older brother, and he writes them like Russian novels, and then Adrian Brody, the younger brother, wants to get out of it because he doesn't like having his story written. He wants an unwritten life. I bought every part of it, and particularly Rachel Weisz, I mentioned in the review, I just thought delightful.
Rian Johnson really finding himself as a filmmaker, but he's not quite there. I'm going to give The Brothers Bloom a rent it.
Well, now you can follow us on Twitter. Just go to twitter.com/@themoviestv.
And taking a look at next week's show, we'll review Christian Bale and the much-awaited Terminator Salvation. Plus, Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson, and Robin Williams return in Night at the Museum, Battle of the Smithsonian.
You may already be a fan of the Honda Civic, the best-selling small car in America. Considering its remarkably high MPG, surprisingly low cost to maintain, and the fact that it's the longest-lasting car in its class, you'll find it actually has a low cost of ownership. So wake up and join the club. Go to Edmunds.com for an independent report on the true cost to own a Civic. And then see your Honda dealer for great leases and low financing.
Every day is a brand new day. Ross keeps bringing unbeatable savings your way. Oh, yeah.
Yes, every day more of the latest styles and top designer brands are arriving at Ross. The same fashions that sell for a lot more at department stores and other so-called discounters are at Ross for a lot less.
Every day is a brand new day.
Ross, the savings are unbeatable.
You know what, Mike? I'm moving in.
What, with me?
What are you, crazy? I'm moving into La Quinta. These low rates are cheaper than my mortgage.
What about your family?
They're gonna love your house. Thanks, Chief.
Wake up on the bright side at La Quinta Inns and Suites with rates from $59.
La Quinta. It's Gage Auto Sales 10th anniversary sale. Over 300 top-quality cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from, with millions of dollars in financing available. Find the right vehicle at the right price right now. The 10th anniversary sale going on now at Gage Auto Sales on McLaughlin in Milwaukee.
Jack Bishop.
No.
No high school records, college, bar tabs, gas bills. Jack Bishop didn't even exist until about 10 years ago.
She's not here.
Simon Baker from TV's The Mentalist stars in Not Forgotten as a successful businessman in a small Texas border town. He's got a cute daughter, a gorgeous second wife in Paz Vega, but a dark past steeped in a Mexican death cult called Santa Muerte, Saint of the Dead. When his daughter is kidnapped, his past catches up with him.
Where's Lorraine?
You tell me, Katie.
What are you talking about?
You kidnapped her.
The only kidnapper here is you.
From the start, it's clear there's a riddle to solve. I'm just not sure you'll care about the solution. Baker just isn't credible as a guy connected to this bizarre blood-worshipping mysticism. For that matter, neither is anyone else. The movie is rife with dialogue that strains credulity.
There's this old woman just across the border in Mexico. My grandma used to take me to see her when I was little. She sees things.
These people, they just tell you what you want to hear.
Ultimately, I don't believe this world is real, and if it is real, I don't believe these characters would exist in it. At its best, Not Forgotten plays like a long, flawed episode of CSI Del Rio, Texas. At its worst, it's violent, murky, and directionless. This film is out this weekend in limited release, but you should skip it.
The way you feel about con men movies, Mank, I'm usually up for a good kidnapping story, and here I was interested for the first 20 minutes. A small border town where a young father has his girl gone missing. I was along for the ride. But then he transforms himself into this religious MacGyver, and the movie takes a turn for the worse, and it never recovers. Yeah. All of a sudden, we're in the world of transsexual nightclubs in Mexico and these religious cults, and it just became a joke, really.
Yeah, not a credible moment. No. There's also a scene toward the end involving torture with a broken bottle.
So unnecessary.
Yeah, really violent in a movie that hadn't been violent to that point, and it seemed as if it was an effort to sort of breathe life into a dying project, and it didn't work in any way.
The twist doesn't work. It almost felt like they had to add a twist to make it shocking and recover from the mess of a movie it had become, but it was really just not effective on any level.
Yeah, Not Forgotten, ironically titled.
Yes, I agree with you on this one, Mank. You can skip it. Our next movie is Rudo y Cursi with Gael Garcia Bernal and Diego Luna, who we last saw on screen together in 2001's Y Tu Mama Tambien. Set in Mexico, Luna plays Rudo, a worker in the banana fields, while Bernal is Cursi, an aspiring singer with dreams of making it big. Both brothers share a talent for football, or as we say here in the States, soccer, and are discovered by chance one day when a small-time talent scout sees them playing in a local field. Problem is, the scout only has room to sign one of them.
Oh, güey, tú me dijiste que tiraba para la derecha, tira para la derecha, güey. ¿O no? ¿Te ibas a ir para los United tú? Pues sí, güey, pero pues es que ya me salió esta chanza, cabrón, y también tengo que aprovechar el tractor. Mi chanza!
Their rivalry continues to grow as they climb the ranks in the world of professional soccer. First, Cursi becomes a star, while his brother is forced to swallow his pride and watch his games back at home on TV with their family. Eventually, Rudo makes it big as a goalkeeper, achieving wealth and notoriety like Cursi. When Cursi meets Jessica Maas, perfectly cast in the role of Maya, a beautiful television personality with ulterior motives, he instantly falls for her.
Así que un super goleador super romántico.
Bueno, lo del fútbol es por mientras, ¿eh?
¿Ah, sí?
Sí, porque lo mío es la cantada.
Hey, mira, ¿eres mi papá? Era francés.
Pues si como juegas cantas, voy a querer todos sus discos, ¿eh?
From writer-director Carlos Cuarón, brother of Children of Men director Alfonso Cuarón, this movie could have come to a contrived conclusion, but it doesn't, because the script and its story arc are smart, and the acting here is first-rate. I think you should see it.
I expected a lot from this movie, and then it delivered. It was funny, it was sweet, it was warm, but it never felt hacky or maudlin. I really enjoyed it. You mentioned Jessica Maas playing the television personality who sets her sights on Cursi only when he becomes famous.
We know from the moment she walks on screen that she's bad news. She introduces herself to Cursi, and she doesn't even look at him. She's kind of ignoring him.
She made me angry.
Oh, she made us really angry. And it's a great little sports movie, and what's really cool about it is that oftentimes in sports films, the actors can take you out of the moment because they aren't accomplished athletes.
Yeah.
Here, they do a nice job of not even really showing the soccer. You don't even really see it that much, but it's really well done, I think.
I thought a really nice way that Cuarón did that. Quickly, directors who use a lot of voiceover narration in films, that's always sort of a bad sign for me, a sign that they haven't sort of completed their story. Here, it's neither of the protagonists. It's the third lead who does the voiceover narration.
The talent scout.
The talent scout. And it really works because it's sort of just clever little observations about life.
Whimsical
and I thought
things about soccer and brotherhood and not really moving the story forward, but just taking a nice little beat to sort of put everything in perspective.
I thought it added to the story. I think you should see Rudo E. Cursi.
Coming up next, Tom Cruise stars in a movie that was dismissed before it even opened. It actually turned out to be pretty good. That's in our DVD Out Now segment.
To kill Hitler. These paninis have lines on them.
They're grilled. That makes them paninis.
Yeah, but they're from a microwave.
That makes them Hot Pockets.
Paninis from Hot Pockets brand with steak and cheddar.
Hot Pockets.
Panini. Join Hot Pockets as we donate 1 million meals to support Feeding America.
May I help you?
Hi, I'm looking to save on car insurance, but it's got to be right for me.
Well, let's check out the Dave aisle.
Excuse me?
The Dave aisle, where your perfect policy is customized just for you. It's all here. The coverage you want, any discounts you get, all at a great price.
I have an aisle. Why is that guy in my aisle?
That's Steve. He works here.
Getting just what you want at the right price. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
Hey, Mom, check out Toby's new trick.
Toby!
Time to get your carpet cleaned? Call today about our $99 special.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer gets carpet cleaner. Hot dog. License tasting pretty.
Kosher hot dogs only use the finest cuts of kosher beef. Not so with the other guys. That's why Hebrew National 100% kosher beef hot dogs have no artificial flavors or colors, fillers, or byproducts. They just might be the most delicious hot dogs on earth. No ifs, ands, or buts. Hebrew National 100% kosher beef hot dogs.
We answer to a higher authority.
Operation Valkyrie is in effect. Hitler's Germany has seen its last sunrise.
Time to take a look at DVDs out now, and my pick this week is Valkyrie. All the talk surrounding the film, of course, focused on the star power of Tom Cruise. Was he miscast as Colonel Klaus von Stauffenberg, the German commander who in World War II found himself at the center of a plot to assassinate Adolf Hitler? And why is he speaking in English without a German accent?
A change must be made. We have to kill Hitler.
The movie did decent business at the box office and received mixed reviews from the critics, but I liked it. While the pacing may be a little slow at times and the film is rather light on action, it's the talented supporting cast, not so much Tom Cruise, but Kenneth Branagh, Bill Nye, and Tom Wilkinson that held my interest in this intense, true story directed by Bryan Singer.
Consider my DVD pick a rebuttal to Ben's suggestion that you should see Valkyrie. If you're looking for a good World War II film about the plan to eliminate a world leader, then pick up Michael Caine and Robert Duvall and John Sturges' The Eagle Has Landed. Caine is Kurt Steiner, a German paratrooper who just rescued Mussolini from the Allies and returned him to his role as Hitler's Italian puppet. Here, Caine and Duvall play Germans involved in a plot to kidnap Winston Churchill. But they are both men of honor, and both, particularly Caine, give great performances in this taut, fast-paced World War II thriller.
So, The Eagle Has Landed is available now, and Valkyrie will be in stores on Tuesday.
Want to know what you can't miss this weekend? Well, stay tuned for my 3 to 6. Buckle up.
Closed captioning for At the Movies is sponsored by...
Hey, buddy.
Dad.
Hey, hon, did you know there's a full serving of...
There's a full serving of vegetables in every bowl of Chef Boyardee. It's obviously delicious, secretly nutritious.
This is my journey of discovery. One I'm always ready to take on with my cafe ice mocha from McDonald's. With a rich, premium espresso coffee in hand, I move to the beat of a different drummer. Daring chocolate and sweet whipped cream, inspiring my every step. Together, we attract the best of all around us. And why not? With McCafe, every ingredient is in its proper place. My life, my rules.
What makes a Hershey's bar pure? Pure s'mores. Pure gooey goodness. Pure summer. The pure joy of winning a s'mores barbecue with Rascal Flats. Check specially marked packs to learn how. Pure Hershey's.
Hey, go to the Heroes F150.com and tell Ford and Extreme Makeover Home Edition how you use $250 grand in the all-new 09 F-150 to improve your city.
The price for Stickley is about to go up, but you still have a chance to save. It's the Save on Stickley sale, going on all month long at Paul Schatz Furniture. This month only, take 35% off our unbeatable savings on Stickley furniture. It's the biggest sale of the year, and your last chance to get 35% off our already low prices. The Save on Stickley sale, all month long at Paul Schatz Furniture. It's a sale you can't afford to miss. Paul Schatz Furniture, your home.
Make your commute easier with K2's Traffic Tracker. Weekday mornings from 4:30 to 7 on K2 News. Plus updates during Good Morning America. K2's Traffic Tracker is brought to you by Town & Country Dealerships. Drive home happy.
News to go, weekdays on K2 News this morning.
Hotel provided by Park Hyatt Chicago. Chicago's award-winning hotel and luxury dining experience. Located in the heart of Chicago's Magnificent Mile on Water Tower Square.
Okay, recapping the movies on this week's show. We both say skip Angels and Demons, and we also say you should skip Management. I say you can rent The Brothers Bloom. Ben says you should see it. We agree you can skip Not Forgotten, and we both agree that you should see Rudo y Cursi.
My 3 to see this week begins with a couple of films we just reviewed. At number 3, from writer-director Ryan Johnson, it's The Brothers Bloom. Mark Ruffalo and Adrian Brody as the brothers, and Rachel Weisz as the rich heiress they set out to con. It's funny, cool, and warm, with Weisz shining in particular. At number 2, Rudo y Cursi, from writer-director Carlos Cuarón. It stars Diego Luna and Gael Garcia Bernal as 2 soccer-playing brothers who are both wildly dysfunctional. But the film is funny enough, bizarre enough, and oddly touching enough to make it well worth your time. And at number 1, from director J.J. Abrams, Star Trek. Abrams brings in a young cast with few movie chops and delivers what the other big-budget summer releases have failed to do. A grown-up, character-driven film where the special effects enhance a credible story rather than try to distract you from one flawed premise after another.
That's it for this week's show. Remember, we're always online, and now you can follow us on Twitter. Go to @themoviestv.com to find out how.
Join us next week when we'll review Christian Bale in Terminator Salvation and Ben Stiller in Night at the Museum, Battle of the Smithsonian. And until then, as always, we will be at the movies.
If we let those things go online, then this war is over.
Great Gatsby.
Got painful UTI symptoms like burning and urgency? Get Azo Standard Maximum Strength. Azo takes the pain out of your UTI fast.
Renewin, the only intensive release bilayer tablet for joint care and energy. Layer 1 works to improve joint comfort and mobility. Layer 2 helps boost your energy. Renewin, healthy joints, active lifestyle.
Wasteful. Washable. The reusable, machine washable Wonder Mop. Only from Lidman.
Millions of pet owners trust 1-800-PET-MEDS for fast service, free shipping, and big savings. Call now or order online from 1-800-PET-MEDS, America's largest pet pharmacy.
Here at Wilsonville Toyota, we understand accomplishment. Accomplishment can be the desire to never give up. Accomplishment means going that extra mile. Accomplishment can also mean understanding your obstacles. Come visit Wilsonville Toyota, Portland's only winner of the 2008 Toyota President's Award for great customer service.
K2 is on your side and wants to make your digital TV transition as smooth as possible. As part of this change, some stations will switch to a UHF signal. K2 is one of those stations. It's important that you have a combination UHF-VHF antenna and components that can pass these signals. Distance and location can affect your ability to receive TV signals clearly. Some viewers may even experience a total signal loss. For a map of those specific areas, head to KATU.com. K2 on your side.
I'm Bob Lamphere, and we're clearing out the showroom at Beaverton Motorcycles. I want to help you bring home a Honda, Yamaha, or Suzuki motorcycle, scooter, ATV, or watercraft. Choose from over 2,000 new and pre-owned units with easy financing available. Want to be styling on the street, in the dirt, and on the water? See our huge accessory department. Grab life by the throttle at Beaverton Motorcycles on Highway 217 across from Washington Square.
K2 News, winner for best continuing coverage.